Welcome everyone to episode 1 of the digital marketing series. We're just going to wait for a couple of minutes. We can see the attendees are just joining in. Welcome to everyone. Welcome everyone again. It's great to see everyone joining in and engaging. We're just going to wait for a couple of minutes before we go live. Welcome everyone who has joined us. We are starting with our first session of the digital marketing series. We have Vaibhav Sinisthy, who is joining us today, the head of marketing at Klook. Just before we start, I'm launching a poll. This is just for all of us to understand further your profile. And as Vaibhav goes through the session, it'll help him understand as well who the audience is. So please do fill in this poll, which is going to come up on your screens now. It's great to see you engaging. Just to start off with, we're going to have the session for an hour. We're going to have the chat coming up live, but in the meantime, I'm sure you can see the Q&A tab, which is at the bottom of your screens on your phones or on your desktop. So if you can hear me, please do just enter in the Q&A tab and just say hi. So I am aware, Vaibhav is aware, Shrestha is aware that we can hear you. Great. Thank you, Dhruv and Sohini, Rahul. It's great to see your responses coming in. Vaibhav, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Look at the people. They're super excited.
They are.
I hope you guys can see me. My camera sometimes has focus problems, so.
You are clearly very visible. Great. So I think we start in a minute, Vaibhav. Is that fine? We'll let the poll run already.
Absolutely. Let's wait. We have 7:05 and we will get started. And meanwhile, if you could create a poll, do you have access to creating a poll now?
Yeah. Let me know what you want.
Yeah, I just want a poll to be created to know how many of them know me and how many of them don't. Like, do you know Vaibhav? Yes, no, that's it. Simple one.
Done. I will create that in a second.
This is good stuff. I mean, this gives me a very good picture of what people are here and what are they looking for. That's great. Yeah. Good stuff.
That's the aim.
I love the fact that outcome for the session today, upskilling and knowledge is 43% people. That's insane. I love that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm closing this poll now, guys. I'm going to launch a second poll, which Vaibhav has requested. So 80% we've touched in our poll. That's crazy. Good job, guys. Good job. I'm going to share these results. And I'm going to launch, do you know Vaibhav? There we go. So if you know Vaibhav, do respond yes. If you don't, you can respond no. As I mentioned earlier, this is part of a larger series of sessions we're doing. So every Tuesdays from 7 to 8 p.m., we have a digital marketing episode. So today is the first episode. We have Vaibhav. Next week, we have episode 2, and we have Kaushal Thakkar, who is also founding and managing director, works in digital marketing, and that's going to be episode 2. So we look forward to your participation over these next 8 weeks. So Vaibhav, whenever you're ready, you can go for it. You are on, Vaibhav, you're on mute. You're still on mute, Vaibhav.
Sorry. Can you hear me now? I'm sorry.
Now
I
I
was
can
on
hear you.
mute.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just waiting for a minute. Give me a second. We will get started. Let me share my screen. And there's a reason why I usually ask this question of whenever I do a webinar outside, I usually like to know if people know me or not. Not because I'm some big influencer or something, but it gives me a very good picture of what I can speak, what I cannot. And the other reason why I love this is because now I know that 333 people or 336 people, so 80% of people don't know me before. So by the end of this webinar, everybody would know me. So that's my takeaway from this one. All right.
Great. I'm going to end this second poll as well. So we're going to have the first 40 minutes or so. Vaibhav is going to take us through various topics on digital marketing. And the last 10-15 minutes is going to be opening up for a Q&A. Both Vaibhav and Shrestha, who's the program manager for our digital marketing programs at Upgrad, will be taking questions related to your career. So we look forward to your participation throughout the session.
Perfect.
Over to you, Vaibhav.
Thank you so much. Can you guys see my screen? Can you kill that yes in the comment box if you guys can see my screen? Okay. All right. Thank you. You guys seem to be very excited, which is great. All right, guys, we have 521 people on a working day at 7 p.m., which is super cool. Right. Thank you so much for making it to this webinar. And thank you, Upgrad, for hosting this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly run you guys through a few things about LinkedIn, a couple of things that I've learned over the course of time. And I hope you guys get something new out of this. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. To start with, I have this question. Are you guys excited? Like I'm sure if you're on a webinar post work, then you guys are expecting something huge out of this. So are you guys excited? All right. Awesome. All right. So guys, here is some ground rules. Rule number 1 is I requested the Upgrad team to enable the chat for us. So if we see anyone pushing out any links or being abusive in the comments, they will be kicked out of the session right away. Okay. Number 2 is I would expect you guys to respond in the chat because I can't see you people. So the only way I feel it's a two-way communication is by looking at the chat. So throughout the course of the webinar, I will be asking you questions. All right, and I will turn off the chat, and I expect you guys to respond on the chat. Are we aligned? Drop clear in the comment box. Drop clear. Drop a clear in the comment box. There you go. Right, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Thank you so much. So let's get started. All right, guys. So today we're going to talk about the subtle art of generating leads from LinkedIn. So here's the problem, right? Whenever we think of generating leads or selling something or building clients or whatever it is, we always have this we always have this thing of our heads that, oh, for me to generate leads, I will have to spend a lot of money, or I will have to run ads, or have to do something which I have no idea how to do it, right? So there are always these objections back of our minds whenever we think about generating leads or like driving sales through any platform. But LinkedIn, I can say, is the only platform which stands out because than the paid advertisements of LinkedIn. So that's what we're going to talk about. Like we promised, it's going to be the subtle art of generating leads from LinkedIn, all organic. All right. All right. This is exactly what you are going to learn today. The first thing, can you guys hear me and see me well? Okay. All right, I think it's the same. Most of you can hear me, so that's good. All right, so here's what you're going to learn today. Okay, the first thing that you're going to learn today is the 6-step blueprint that has helped me and many of my clients. I've worked with clients all the world, and I've helped them with LinkedIn, which generates thousands of leads from LinkedIn organically. This is a 6-step blueprint which will work for almost anybody out there. All right, there is no problem. I'm going to turn my camera off so that the voice gets better. I hope that helps. Now, what the 6-step blueprint is, if you people have questions saying, Vaibhav, I generate leads for a business X, or I'm a digital marketer, or I'm trying to build a personal brand, or whoever you are, this 6-step blueprint is going to work perfectly well. All right. Are we aligned? And the next thing is, I'm going to also share a secret bonus module. And I'll tell you something, my friends, this is going to freaking blow your mind. Okay. So if you are here in the webinar, if you are out of those 557 people that are already on the webinar, make sure you don't miss the secret bonus module, because that will probably be your biggest takeaway today. All right. There you go. Let's get started. Is LinkedIn even important? I tell you, LinkedIn is crazy important. The reason is LinkedIn has a total of 650 million total users, out of which 300 million are monthly active users. All right. And out of that, 120 million are active daily users. That is every day, 120 million people come on LinkedIn. All right. And the beauty and the power of LinkedIn was concluded by HubSpot, a study by HubSpot, which led that 277% more leads are generated from LinkedIn than Facebook. And how cool is that? So you can possibly generate 3 times the leads from LinkedIn than Facebook. So it's basically the mecca for generation of leads. And also 33% of the millionaires in the world are active on LinkedIn. That basically means out of 3 millionaires, 1 millionaire is on LinkedIn. What does that mean? That means money, my friends. That means numbers. There is no other social network even close to what LinkedIn can accomplish for your business. All right. Now, quick poll for all of you guys. How many of you are active on LinkedIn? Drop a comment, active. How many of you are active on LinkedIn? Look at that. You are part of that 120 million community. That's great. That's great. That's great. How many of you actively create content on LinkedIn? Drop content in the comment box. Actively create content, drop content. Actively, matlab, 1 post a week is also enough. One post per week is not bad either. That's awesome. Quite a few people have started to create content. And for everybody who's been creating content on LinkedIn, you are probably the 0.7 or 0.8% of LinkedIn. All right. So great job, my friends. So before I get started,
right? See the chat? Can you see the chat now? Can you see the chat? It's live.
Yeah. I'm reading my chat. I'm reading the chat.
Perfect. Cool.
I mean, that's exactly why I requested you for the chat, right? Because this is the kind of engagement that I wanted to see. If people are interested, are they bored, or what is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, guys. Now, before I get started, I would like to quickly show you who am I to teach you LinkedIn at all, right? So right now I'm at about 140,000 followers. When I took the screenshot, I was at 130,000. Right now I'm at 140K. My content does exceedingly well on LinkedIn. You can see 630K views, 285,000 views, 400,000 views. All right. So I'm really sorry, Soumya. I'm not going to be sharing the presentation. This is a very personal presentation to me, and I don't share my presentations with anybody. So yeah, if you want something, you can take a quick screenshot. All right. And if you need more proof, there's a video that I've made, so you guys can go ahead and see it. So this is some crazy stats, right? There's an app that I use called as Shield Analytics, which is like Google Analytics for LinkedIn. I'm going to share the link of the tool as well towards the end. So what it does is it basically aggregates all your data of LinkedIn. And you can see that I've clocked 31 million views on LinkedIn in last 15 months. And last month I clocked about 3 million views. All right. So this is powerful. This is very, very powerful if you're able to do it right. So yeah, but a lot of people might have a question saying, dude, like, does these numbers even matter? How many of you think these numbers are vanity? Drop a comment, vanity, in the comment box. How many of you think these numbers are vanity? All right. I see whoever is dropping a comment vanity, I am with you, right? If these numbers, whatever the number of views or whatever number of reach you're clocking, if they are not resulting in anything, they're called vanity, right? Now, let me tell you, these numbers actually are not vanity. These numbers actually result in a bunch of things. What are they? I've spoken in over 14 events in this year. I've rejected over 20 because I didn't have time. You can see on the screenshot in Upgrad, that was one of the Upgrad's bootcamp as well, when I spoke. Microsoft's SEM Rush, biggest of the marketing events. I've spoken there. I've got inbound job offers from giants. So anybody who's looking for jobs, and if you're not active on LinkedIn, then you're losing out on big. In fact, the recent job, I currently head marketing for Klook, and the recent job is also an inbound from LinkedIn. So someone reached me out on LinkedIn for the same. All right. And then I get a ton of consulting requests as well from LinkedIn, from the biggest of the people, the biggest of the founders. All right. So that's who I am. I am Vaibhav Sisinthi, father to this brilliant dog. Her name is Phoebe. I don't know if you guys can see it since my camera is off. She's like lying in the back, taking a nap right now. My schooling is from Orissa, Berhampur. Is anyone from Orissa here? Is anybody from Orissa here? Yes, she's inspired from the French character Phoebe Buffet. That's where she's inspired from. This is where I've done my schooling. I've always been a horrible student, super horrible student, my friends. I don't know how many of you are great students, but I've always been a horrible student, and this is how I clear my exams, by making other people teach me. When I was 19 years old, I started this startup called as Discovering Android. Ran it for about 1 year before Google blocked us, basically, and then started Crazy Heads in my second year of engineering. Ran it for 3 years, won a few awards. Eventually joined Uber back in 2015. How many of you know who this person is? How many of you know who this person is? The white guy in the picture. Yep, I got one person saying, there you go. He's the Uber founder, a multi-billionaire, Travis Kalanick. I met him at Vegas. All right, so this is Uber journey. I gave a Josh talk as well, so check it out if you guys want to know more about it. Featured in a bunch of places, worked with a bunch of companies, and that's more about it. All right, now who is this webinar for? My friends, who is this webinar for? People who are looking to generate leads, people who are trying to get started with growth hacking, people who want to build a personal brand, people who are looking for a new job. What are you in this tree? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just comment 1, 2, 3, or 4. What are you? What are you looking for in this? Someone says all. Someone says, I want the world and I want it now. All right. All right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you. By the way, I've got some special bonuses for you. All right. And the bonuses is I'm going to share a hack which will give you how to get $50 ad coupons of LinkedIn so that you can experiment with LinkedIn ads for free. I'll also share the LinkedIn growth checklist, which could be super beneficial when you're getting started with it, and also invitation script, which works brilliantly well. And I'll also be sharing a LinkedIn lead gen blueprint. Okay. If you guys want these bonuses, you can go to Sisinthi.com/upgrad bonus. Okay, you can go to this link called Sisinthi.com/upgrad bonus, but there is a password to that link. Okay, you can't just access it yet. You can go to Sisinthi.com/upgrad bonus, but there is a password attached to it. And who wants the password? Drop a me in the comment box. There you go. Everybody wants the password, right? Everybody wants the password. There you go. But here is how I'm going to give you the password. To make sure you're paying attention, you will get password 1 digit at a time. Through the slides, it's a 6-digit password, and I'm going to give you 1 digit at a time. This is to make sure that you guys, my friends, are concentrating and listening. I'm not going to give you out very fast. All right. Do you guys think that is smart? Someone says not fair. Everything is fair, man. Everything is fair. All right. So this is my style of giving away bonuses. All right. Okay. So password digit number 1 is 1. That's your password digit number 1. The password digit number 1 is 1. All right. All right. Weber Goel says the password is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's actually not that. Anyways, let's get started. Let's get started with the 6-step blueprint to dominate LinkedIn and generate leads for free. Are you guys ready? Drop a comment. Let's go in the comment box. Drop a comment. Let's go in the comment box. All right. All right. All right. All right. The step number one is to understand who your target audience is. You need to understand who your target audience is. If you don't know who your target audience is, then you're shooting in the dark. You have no idea who you're targeting. If you have no idea who you're targeting, this is probably one of the biggest mistakes marketers make, right? They don't specify, or they are not very clear about who their target audience should be. The first thing is you should have your target audience clear. So for that, for you to understand who your target audience is, you need to have an objective back of your mind. So I'm going to help you find an objective today, okay? And so what do I mean by objective? Weber, what do you mean by objective? Objective is nothing but what are you trying to achieve from LinkedIn? That basically is what objective is. Now, what do you want to achieve from LinkedIn? Generate leads from LinkedIn, build a personal brand, or get a new high-paying job, or in some cases, all in above, right? What is your objective? 1, 2, or 3? Quickly drop it in the comment box. 1, 2, 3, or all. All right, all right. Now that you know what your objective is, what I would say is for this webinar, focus on one objective. We would call that as the primary objective, okay? Think about one objective, which is the most important out of all. I know all of you guys want to do everything, but what is the most important objective for you right now? Think of it, only one right now, okay? And when I go through the slides and when I'm talking about it, think for that objective. Don't think about all the three. Think about that objective only, okay? Now, let's say this is for people who are trying to generate leads from LinkedIn or number one, whoever has chosen number one. You have to answer 3 questions, my friends. One is, who do you help? If you're trying to generate leads, who do you help? Are you trying to help businesses? Are you trying to help e-commerce brands? Are you trying to help small startups? Are you trying to help founders? Who do you help? Who are you trying to help? Make that clear, all right? Number 2, how do you help? What do you help them achieve? Let's say you're trying to help businesses achieve more leads, more sales, more clients. What are you trying to achieve? This is something that you should answer as well. Okay. And the third and the final question is, how do you do that? That is, how do you make sure that they achieve something? So these are the 3 things that you have to answer yourself. That is, who do you help? What do you help them achieve? And how do you do that? All right. So these are the 3 things that you have to answer yourself if you're trying to generate leads. Now, if I put all of these 3 things together, let me show you some examples. I help businesses generate more leads using LinkedIn growth hacking. That could be my own target group statement, right? I help businesses generate more leads using LinkedIn growth hacking. Or you could be, I help e-commerce brands make more sales using performance marketing, right? Or it also could be, I help small startups to get more clients using Facebook ads. That could be one more if you're trying to, if you're able to put it together. Or let's say you are basically a mentor. So I help founders manage time smartly using my time management formula, right? Is this clear? Is this clear how you can define your TG? And if your objective is generate leads, how do you define your TG? Drop a comment clear. All right, awesome. Let's quickly jump to the next one. Understand TG if you're trying to build a personal brand on LinkedIn. Now, what do you do here? In this case, you have to answer only 2 questions. TG is target group or target audience, okay? TG is target group or target audience. Sorry, Amrit, I should have written as target group. I'm sorry, okay? TG is target group or target audience, okay? When you're trying to build a personal brand on LinkedIn, you have to only answer 2 questions to yourself. That is, who are you? And who could you benefit? Who could benefit from you? It's as simple as that. Who are you? You're a software developer. And if you're trying to build a personal brand, who are the potential people who should be following you? Fellow software developers who probably are getting started, right? If you're a digital marketer, you would want other digital marketers or people who are just getting started with marketing and digital marketing. And startup owners, right? Agency owner, if you're an agency owner, you might want to have upcoming entrepreneurs in your personal brand admin. If you're an entrepreneur, you can have a wide scope of people who are part of startup ecosystem, right? And if you're a life coach, you can have your scope is pretty wide. All right. So do you understand the kind of questions that you should answer if you're trying to build a personal brand? Drop a clear in the comment box. Is this clear? Yes, this is very straightforward. This is very basic, right? But if you don't have the answers to these questions, you will be lost. You will be throwing your bullets in the dark. All right. Now, let's say you're trying to get a dream job on LinkedIn, right? If you're trying to get a dream job on LinkedIn, again, you have to answer 3 different questions. That is, what do you do? What are you? Like maybe you're a software developer. You're a digital marketer again, right? What's your dream company? Your dream company could be a Google, a Facebook. I don't know what your dream company is. You can answer it for yourself. Whatever your dream company is, list them out. And the third and the most important question in this case is, who could get you a job or an interview offer in your dream companies? This is a very important question. Here's the problem. A lot of us, when you're trying to look for jobs on LinkedIn, all that we do is, just hit up people, whoever we find. We just connect with them and start sending them messages saying, can you refer me? That's what we do. All right. Or we directly go ahead and apply jobs on LinkedIn. And the chances of you getting noticed using that process is almost close to like 0. The reason is there's just too many people doing that. So even when you're looking for a dream job, right, you have to, in a way that you do things today, even if your focus of getting a job tomorrow is probably like in a month or 2 or in a year, right? It gets so important that way. No, Neha has a question. Why do you think the chances are 0? The chances are 0 because, chances are obviously not 0, probably 0.1%. The reason being, there's so many people doing the same thing. That's the problem, right? There's so many people doing the same thing. If you have LinkedIn Premium on your, if you've bought LinkedIn Premium, you would realize that for every job that you're applying, there are hundreds of people who are applying for the same job, right? So the amount of demand for a specific job that you're looking for is extremely high. You need to stand out. So that's exactly what I'm saying. How do we stand out? How do we be different? That is by adding this set of people that you would understand by the end of this webinar. Guys, a few people are saying that the voice is not clear. Can you guys hear me fine? Can you guys hear me fine? Drop a yes in the comment box. The internet might be a little sketchy because, hey, we're in the COVID, we're in a lockdown. Everybody is on the internet right now. I can't do anything much about it. All right, I hope
you are audible, Vaibhav.
Okay, cool.
Keep a video off, I think, just to make sure that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Now, I hope that is clear. All right, guys, back into the focus now. Okay. Now, you might say, how do we stand out? That's what I'm going to talk about right now in the webinar. I'm going to tell you exactly how you stand out. So don't worry. Okay. But if you're looking to get a job, make sure you answer these 3 questions. What do you do? And then what is your dream companies? And more importantly, who can get a job? Who can get a job? A hiring manager of these companies can get a job. People in similar roles in dream companies, let's say you're a software developer, other people who are also software developers in Google can potentially get you inside Google, right? People who are in senior roles in your dream companies, let's say your potential managers. Let's say you want to be a digital marketer at Paytm. So head of marketing is a great contact to have, or senior marketing managers are great contacts to have, all right? So this is Ashima, this is not a session where I'm going to consult you on how to get a job. I'm just going to tell you on how you could possibly make it better for you to get a job using LinkedIn. Okay. All right. I hope this is clear. Is this clear? Is this clear? Drop a comment clear. Okay, perfect. The next thing that you should do is clean up your LinkedIn profile. Now, a lot of you people might say that, Vaibhav, I have a ton of people. Let's say I have like 1,000 connections, 2,000 connections, 3,000 connections. But the problem is whenever I create content, whenever I post something, no one likes it, no one comments it. Why is that happening? The biggest reason is you have irrelevant users. That's the biggest reason. The biggest reason is you have a bunch of irrelevant users on your LinkedIn. And that basically is the reason. Now, what do I mean by irrelevant users? We already figured out what our TG is, what our TG is, and what our objective is. Anybody who doesn't fall into your TG are irrelevant. For example, I'm a marketer, right? And I basically am a person who my potential target audience is either founders or entrepreneurs. Example, this is just an example. In my case, I might want to remove everybody who is out of the TG. So one of the things that I can think of upfront is probably software developers. I might want to remove all the software developers from my TG. So what I do, I go to LinkedIn search and look for software developer. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is change the connections to first. When I change the connections to first, that basically means that these people are connected with me. All right, so these are my connections. And that's about it. I have 3,000 people who are software developers who are on LinkedIn. But the reason why they are on my audience is because they're still relevant for me, for the business that I do. But in your case, let's say you're a marketer and software developers are not relevant, you can quickly open these profiles one at a time and just click on more and remove these connections. Okay, that's what you do. The second step is as simple as that. Remove everybody who is not your target audience. Okay, that's what I teach right here as well. Analyze who is in your connections, compare it to the TG decided in step one. In step one, we decided who your target group is, and then remove everyone else who is irrelevant. It's as simple as that. So the reason, one of the biggest reasons why your LinkedIn is not yielding anything is this, because of irrelevancy. Imagine you're a digital marketer, right? Imagine you're a digital marketer and you have a bunch of software developers connected with you on LinkedIn. And when you create a piece of content about, let's say, Facebook ads, obviously no one would react to it or no one will engage with it because you have a bunch of software developers. And LinkedIn thinks, the way LinkedIn algorithm works is the moment you post, right, for the next couple of hours, LinkedIn is analyzing how many people are engaging with the piece of content. If the number of people who are engaging with the piece of content is low, then LinkedIn will think this content is not good and it doesn't show to a bigger audience, right? That's exactly why your content is not getting reach, and that's exactly why you're getting lost in the crowd, and that's exactly why you should clean up your LinkedIn profile. Are we clear about this? It's very simple. We go to the LinkedIn search, we look for the keywords that we have, apply for the first level connections. Rahul, yeah, I cannot repeat the whole point again. I'm really sorry. Clean up your LinkedIn profile, remove connections, and that's about it. That's about it. All right, guys. The point number two, I mean, the digit number 2 is 8. So far, the bonus code is 18. So someone is asking me, would that be considered rude? Well, if the person gets to know, I'm sure you have a ton of people who you don't even know and you have no idea why you're connected with them. And back in the day, you got just connected with them because they sent you an invite and you're like, oh, this is cool. Let's get in touch with them, right? And that's a problem. And yes, you can have up to 30,000 connections. But the problem is, even if you have 1,000 connections, right? If the content is not reaching, it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay. All right. Now, step number 3, and the most important step, probably one of the most important steps, optimize your freaking LinkedIn profile. Okay, optimize your LinkedIn profile. Someone has just asked me, what is the difference between first, second, and third connection? Well, let me tell you what is the difference between first, second, and third connection. First connection is basically on Facebook. The same way you have friends, that is, both of you are connected to each other, that is, both of you are friends on Facebook. That's what is first level connection. That is, both of you are connected. Connection level number 2, like second degree connection, are people who are your mutual friends. That is your friend's friend. And third level connections is friends, friends, friend. Okay, so that's the third level connection. So these are the 3 levels of connections. All right, are we clear? Should we proceed to optimizing your LinkedIn profile? All right, all right. Thank you. Now, step number 3 is optimize your LinkedIn profile. What do I mean by optimize your LinkedIn profile? What I mean by optimizing your LinkedIn profile is this. Basically, a lot of times we don't focus on how our profile looks, and it probably is one of the most important things to do. The reason is people visit your LinkedIn profiles whenever they notice you. Number two, you can start ranking on LinkedIn search. For example, someone is looking for a marketing manager. Okay. And someone is looking for marketing manager, let's say in Mumbai. Okay, just an example. If you are a marketing manager, you should be ideally ranking here. If you're in Mumbai and you're a marketing manager, you should be ideally ranking here. And 90% of you people are not ranking on this. The reason is your LinkedIn profile is not optimized for LinkedIn search. If you have seen this, there's something called as search appearances. You see this LinkedIn search appearances. Okay, when you click on this, you will see what are the kind of companies are people looking for. You can see the data of the kind of companies. So people from OYO, some Pristine Care, BNI Group, Infosys, TCS, all these folks are finding me on LinkedIn search when they're looking for something. And all these are these kind of people. And the kind of keywords that I'm getting ranked for is head of marketing, hacker. I'm probably that's a growth hacker keyword. And then I'm an online trainer like I'm doing right now. So I get ranked for this. And I also get ranked for these bunch of keywords. Okay, so you can actually optimize your profile basis of the keyword that you want to get ranked for, and the way you do it is using this process. All right, do you guys see the importance of LinkedIn profile optimization? Say a yes in the comment box. All right, so guys, LinkedIn profile optimization is not a small topic. Okay, the profile optimization topic in itself will go on for a couple of hours, but I'm going to drop some basics with which you guys can go out today and start executing this, and you'll start seeing results. Okay, the first and the most important thing is the cover picture. Is your cover picture capturing your capabilities via words and images? For example, here my cover picture, that's the first thing that anyone will see once they land on your LinkedIn profile, your cover picture. So here I'm making it very clear what I do, helping brands and startups with growth. I'm a growth consultant, public speaker, and I create online courses. And I also have a bunch of logos here which will drive trust flow. That is all the places where I've been featured at. So for you, if you have clients, you can have your client logos, you can have your own description, you can put up however you want to put it, right? Cover picture is a very, very important one. Now, profile picture is also a super important thing, and a lot of people go wrong here. So you have to just make sure that you have a clean, and a professional photo. Don't go with pictures where you're sitting at beach, where it is very informal, and also don't go super formal, like wearing a suit and as if it looks like a passport photo. Don't do that either. Keep it a mix of casual and professional. And I really like my profile picture. Okay, so I think it's a perfect fit for LinkedIn. What do you think? Do you think our picture and profile picture make sense? Yes, it does. All right. The third thing is your title. A lot of people go wrong here as well. Okay, your title is a very, very important thing, and this is one of the biggest reasons on how you can rank on LinkedIn search. That is, if I have the right keywords on the title, I would start ranking for these keywords. Okay, let's say you're a freelance digital marketer. Put that as freelance digital marketing in the keyword. Okay, because when people are looking for it, for people who understand basics of SEO as well, you would know what the importance of a title tag on a website to rank on SEO, right? In the same way, for you to rank on LinkedIn, your title becomes super important. All right, so make sure your title includes all the keywords that you want to rank, and make it human. Don't just stuff keywords like digital marketing, Facebook ads, blah blah blah. Don't do that. Make it, try to talk to your audience. That is, we said, I already put up, right? I help businesses generate leads using Facebook ads. So that's a nice way of putting it. Put that line up so that people know what you are, and then put these pipes and put the keywords that you want to start ranking for. Okay, so this will give you a good head start. There's more profile optimization that you can do, but for now I'm going to keep it basic and just perform these three things. You will go a long way. Are you clear? Drop a comment clear. All right. All right. Thank you. Finally, connect with your target audience. My friends, you need to connect with your target audience. If you don't connect with your target audience and you connect with a bunch of people who are not relevant to you, you can get nothing out of LinkedIn. Okay, it's very, very important to connect with your target audience. How can you connect with your target audience? By using LinkedIn search tool. Let me quickly show you how, for people who don't know how to do it. Okay, it's very simple, straightforward. All you have to go is go to LinkedIn search, click on the search button. So the search pops up, click on people. Okay, the simplest one could be, let's say, I'm trying to get in touch with founders of startups in, let's say, San Francisco. Okay, now I click on all filters, this thing. So once I click on this all filters, my friends, this is such a powerful button, you have got no idea. Okay, click on all filters, this thing opens up. And now let's say I want to get in touch with founders in San Francisco. There you go. People who are already not connected with me, perfect. People who can speak English. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm looking for founders, okay, who are in San Francisco and can speak English. I'm going to keep it very simple. There you go. You already found like what, 200,000 people who you could potentially connect. Right now, you can go a little more deeper into the search. Let's say you want to get in touch with founders who are running app-based companies, okay, internet-based companies. So you can quickly select internet. Internet is usually the category which is basically picks up app-based companies. So for this example, I'm going to say internet. And there you go. You have 15,000 founders who are sitting in San Francisco and are running internet-based companies, like anything which is related to apps, anything which is related to anything around that. You can find all the founders who are sitting around San Francisco with a few clicks with free LinkedIn search. Okay, this is not premium. You can see activate premium here. I don't have a premium. I don't have premium right now. I'm showing you the process just using LinkedIn free search, and all these people are there. All you have to do is connect with them in the right way. And what is the right way of connecting with them? The right way of connecting with them is to make sure that you add a customized, personalized note. Okay, customized, personalized note is very, very important. Don't just send a note saying, hey, I'm interested to get in touch with you. Hey, I see that you're a founder in San Francisco of this company. I would love to stay in touch with you. People are not going to connect with you without that, right? So you need to give them a reason for you to connect with them. And that's the only way that it will work. Okay, guys, I'm going to open up questions towards the end. I know you guys have questions about LinkedIn Premium. And a lot of you people, for 80% to 90% of you, LinkedIn Premium is not important. It is not important for 80 to 90% of people, but again, right, if you are really serious about generating business and generating leads, then LinkedIn Premium could be helpful if you're taking Sales Navigator, not a regular LinkedIn Premium, but you have to opt for something called Sales Navigator. Okay. Now, there is something else as well, which will help you to find great leads on LinkedIn, and that is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, here is the power of LinkedIn Sales Navigator, right? It doesn't just give you the basic information. One is normal LinkedIn search, right? In this case, I only found 15,000 results. But with Sales Navigator, you'll see double amount of results, and it's a paid tool. It's about 5,000 rupees a month, and it also gives you, if you look at this tab, right, you can see 1.5K of them have posted on LinkedIn in last 30 days. So you can also find not just founders in these places, but also founders who are actually active on LinkedIn. Right? If people are not active on LinkedIn, then they are not going to respond to you ever. So it makes sense for you to reach out to those people who are actually active on LinkedIn or creating content on LinkedIn and so on. Right? So this works brilliantly well as well. Okay. So LinkedIn Sales Navigator is very, very powerful, my friends. Only if you need, but again, right, not everybody needs it. So everybody who was here just to learn new things, my friends, knowing about this is enough. And the beauty is there's a 30 days free trial of LinkedIn Premium. So you can take the 30-day free trial of LinkedIn Premium and explore. All right. Are we clear? Drop a comment clear if you're clear. All right, all right, all right. Now, there's a process of actually automating all this. That is, you can actually automate sending out invites, sending custom notes, and also sending right messages. But again, right, it's slightly out of the focus of this 1 hour webinar. So sometime else. Finally, step 5. This is again very, very, very important. The step 5 is very important. Is engage with your target audience content. What do I mean by that? When I say engage with your target audience content, that doesn't mean that you will drop a comment. When I talk about engagement, I'm talking about liking and commenting on their picture, on their content, right? Now, when I talk about liking and commenting on their content, it doesn't mean you say, good job, great content, or great post. Not that nonsense, okay? What you have to put is actually quality comments so that the person will notice you. For example, in this example, right, I commented on Dave's post, who was ex head of marketing for, I think, anyways, yeah. So what I basically did is I added a valuable comment, and you look at the reach of that comment, right? That's got 33 likes. What the beauty of this is, one, the person notices you when you drop a valuable comment, which is great. And number two, and also very, very important, is when this post is going viral, right? Your comment stays in the top. As a result, your comment will also get a lot of views, resulting in people visiting your profile. And if your profile is optimized properly, then you generate leads through this as well. Okay, so that's the power of commenting on your target audience content. All right, I think, I mean, for people, just FYI, you can actually automate liking and commenting as well, which is pretty cool. Now, password digit number 3 is 4. Guys, password digit number 3 is 4. So what is that? What is the password so far? Yes, 184. 184 is the password. For people who have no idea what 184 is, don't worry, just make a note towards the end. This is basically a password to a bonus link where you get a bunch of bonus stuffs. So don't worry about it, okay? Finally, my friends, finally, you need to create valuable content and go viral on LinkedIn. That is, once you have your profile optimized, once you have your right target audience, once you are connected with the right set of people, once you're engaging with people, your profile will be buzzing if you follow this simple 5 steps, okay? And the moment you create content, it will start reaching a ton of people. My average reach of every post is about 80,000 last month. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, cool. Okay, so when you create good quality content, right, this is how you generate beautiful leads. The reason is when you create, look at this. I mean, I'll show you the evidence, right? All you have to do is just create good content. And again, good content is not something that you think is good content, and not every content does well. Okay, let me show you an example. So look at this. Okay, I've created this post. There are 31,000 views, 79,000 views, 856 likes. This is and not every post is going crazy. This post has like 1,000 likes, right? And then if I scroll down, this post has like 5,000 likes. So you need to create content consistently for the content to do well. For example, today's post has not done very well. It's absolutely fine, but you need to keep churning content. And what happens when you churn content, my friends? People start visiting your profile. People start visiting your profile. See, for last 3 weeks, I've started to create insane amount of content, and you can see. So for about like Jan, Feb, and March, right? I was not creating any content because I was very, very busy, right? And then I started to create content, and you can see how the profile has blown up. For example, in the March of April 28, I had 20,000 people visiting my LinkedIn profile, and this is happening because of content, nothing else. Because of good content. This is the power of good content. And if you have a question saying what the hell is good content, good content is that content which your audience will like. That's what is good content. Content is king, exactly. And consistency, my friends, is the biggest growth hack. And Gaurav, I don't follow any content calendar. All I do is create content on an everyday basis. I have some ideas in my mind and I create content. Nishok is going crazy with his comment which says student can use LinkedIn. Yes, you can use LinkedIn, and you can also create content on LinkedIn. Okay. Consistency, my friend, is the biggest growth hack. There is nothing. This is a line that I frame, which basically says consistency is the biggest growth hack. There is nothing in this world which is more powerful than consistency. All right. Do you think this is powerful? Drop a comment powerful. In fact, drop a comment boom in the comment box. Drop a comment boom in the comment box if you guys think this is powerful so far. Are you guys learning something new? Awesome. And trust me, there were 640 people. Right now, there are 575 people. The 75 people who left this webinar are gonna regret so much when they get to know about the bonus content that you guys are gonna see. Okay. After this, will blow your mind. Okay. And stay around. Stick with me. Now. So here are the quick 6 steps, guys. A quick summary. Step 1, we understand our target audience. Step 2, we clear our profile and create new one. Step 3, we optimize our LinkedIn profile. Step 4, connect with your target audience and potential clients. Step 5, engage with their content. And finally, step 6, create valuable content and go viral. The beauty about this is if you know how to automate, again, I wouldn't suggest people to automate if you don't know how to automate, but if you guys know how to automate, you can automate a lot of this. Again, I can teach you automation, but it's too small right now. It's a 1-hour webinar, so it's not possible to cover everything. Okay, it's just not possible to cover everything. All right. Now, how many of you are ready to see the bonus, the webinar bonus? Drop a comment, boom, in the comment box. All right, I'm excited about this one, my friends. I'm excited about this. I want like what, 580 booms right now before I proceed. All right, and the bonus is how to find emails of anyone on LinkedIn and send them emails plus follow-up emails, all automated. Does this sound exciting for you people? Does this sound exciting for you people? Drop a comment excited in the comment box. All right. I see you guys are super excited, so let me quickly show you how. Okay, I've turned off the comment box so that you guys can focus on the slides right now. There you go. Now, let's go back to the simple example again. Let's say I want founders. Let's say I want founders. People, connection, second, third. Okay. I would say location, San Francisco. Looking for founders. Oh, shit. Second level connections, location, San Francisco. Okay. I go to all filters. And say, I want internet companies. Okay. There you go. So we have 22,000 results who are founders in internet companies in San Francisco. Let's grab all their emails. Do you want to see how I can grab all these emails? Do you want to see, drop a comment, emails in the comment box. All right. There are a few very smart people here who say, I know. That's okay. 99% of people don't know. And that's the webinar for. Okay. There you go. This is how you do it. You go to the simple tool. There are hundreds of tools, my friends. I'm going to use this simple tool. It's called Snove.io. Okay. I know a few people might know about this tool. Great job. Super smart folks. But for people who don't know, here this is. The tool name is Snove.io, and it is a free tool for up to 100 emails. Okay. For up to 100 emails, it is free. You can find up to 100 emails for free. Once you have signed up for this tool, you have to install this Chrome extension of Snove. Can you see this S here? Can you see this S in my mouse pointer? Say yes in the comment box if you can see. All right. So that's the Chrome extension that I've already installed. Okay. Now I can create a list as well. And now what I can do is very, very simple. I go to this page and simply click on this link. You see all the emails, all the people I've already detected, and all that I have to do is click on find emails and save and find emails and save. That's it. The moment I click on this button, it will start looking for all the emails, and there you go. All of those emails will be saved here. You can see Brian Chesky, Airbnb founder's email has been found. Gregster email, founder's email has been found. Remedico founder's emails has been found. And someone has asked me, are these emails even real? So, how to install Chrome extension, Nikhil, my friend? I'm sorry, I can't help you with that right now. Okay. So if you see the green dot next to those emails, that basically means those emails are for people who you can't find the emails you can't find. Okay. या जिसका email मिला उसके साथ करना, जिसका नहीं मिला उसका चाहिए तेरे को अभी. These are emails of all these people, okay, of all the founders, and you can, whichever says green here, are basically those emails which you can definitely send an email, and those are verified emails. So they're 100% correct. So 99.9% accuracy is what I would what Snow promises. So for example, out of this 50 people that I tried to find, 37 emails is what we found. Not bad, right? Now here is this. We have the emails right here. Okay, we have these emails right here. Let me show you the power, how we can take it to the next level. Give me a second. My mouse is starting to act weird. Okay, there you go. Samrat, smart cookie. There's a smart cookie right here which says only 2 emails have been found. My friend, because I've already done it, because I've already found it. You can see March 5. I've already found those emails on March 25. Itna smart mat ban bhai. Focus on the content. Stop being over smart. Okay. Now that I've found, Keithra says, is this legal? It is not illegal for sure. Unless you are in Europe and GDPR is kicking in, there is nothing wrong. Okay. It is not illegal unless you're in Europe where there is GDPR. All right. So don't worry. So there you go. Let's say, obviously I've found the emails before because I don't want to waste time, my friends, but it's a process that I've shown you. Okay. Now let's say I want to send emails to all of these people. Here is the beauty of this tool. Okay. I can select all these contacts that I want to send an email. Okay. All these are selected. You can see this option, send email. And let me show you the power of this tool. I can say, hey. Okay. Now my keyboard is acting up. There. Hey, and you can see this button. This is a short code, and I can say first name. How's it going? And write all of the email here. I would love it. I would love to get in touch with you. And so on. And all I have to do is, once I connect to my email here, it will send all the emails from your Gmail or your G Suite account. Okay. So most of these emails will actually land on the primary box because you're not sending something like a MailChimp. Okay. So you can write your email and simply click on send now. And that's it. When you do it, all these emails for all the 50 people will go automatically referring to their first name. In fact, this is a little weird because usually it shows up more shortcodes than first name and last name, but for some reason it is not showing up a lot. So it's a little weird for sure, but yeah. Guys, do you think this is powerful? Come on, drop a boom. And since these emails are going from your Gmail or your G Suite, Nikita said these emails are going to go to the spam box. Nikita, I've sent more than 8,000 emails in the last 2 months. My open rate is about 76%. Okay, so it actually goes. Yes, you can take it to you can download it to a CSV as well. Okay, you can download all of this to a CSV as well. All right, that's more about it. The password digit number 4 is 5. Password digit number 4 is 5. For people who are still like, are maybe saying that, oh, this is not true, Webber is faking it, and the open rates are not correct, I use this tool called as Lemlist. So send out emails, okay? This is basically the tool that I use. Look at this. Last month, 1842 emails and 79% open rate. Okay, 79% open rate is the open rate that I've clocked. So there's nothing that I have to fake to you guys. Okay, guys, we are done. The digit number 4, the next digit is password is 5. My friends, 1845 is the 5 digits. Okay, sorry, 4 digits. I'm saying 5 digits. 1845. Is this fun so far? Did you guys learn something? Drop a hell yeah in the comment box if you have learned a ton today. Drop a hell yeah in the comment box. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Super cool, super cool, super cool. All right, guys, I have taken up exactly 50 minutes of your time. So this is great. If you guys want to go crazy with LinkedIn, learn crazy automations and stuff like that, like go crazy with LinkedIn and actually start focusing on LinkedIn growth hacking, then my friends, that won't be a free session for obvious reasons. I have something called as LinkedIn Mastery, which is about 20,000 rupees. It's an online course. So you can go to sysity.com/ULI, where I teach you all the crazy stuff. It's actually the most advanced LinkedIn growth hacking course ever created in the world, taken by the best of growth hackers all over the world. Okay, so if you guys are interested, you can go to sysity.com/ULI. Okay, and you can grab the course. Well, the final digit is password digit number 5 is 6. So my friends, there are only 5 digits. It's 18456. 18456 is the password, and here is where you can go. You can go to sysity.com/upgrad bonus to get the link. I'm going to stick around for about 10 more minutes so that I can answer the questions you might have. So that's more about it. That's the knowledge that I want to share in a quick 50-minute session. I hope this was helpful. Again, like I said, I'll open it up for questions right now. And if you have any questions, you can just, ask me right now. So right now, I'm going to turn off the chat box so that you guys can put your questions in the question box. Okay. And for people who are wondering, like, where is this bonus link? I'm not able to click and all that. Let me drop the, oh my God, yeah. Let me drop it in the chat box so that you guys can see the link. sysity.com/upgrad bonus. You guys can click on the link, and the password is, it will ask you for a password. Like I said, password is 18456. That's the password. Okay. And that's about it. And for example, if you are keen to check out about the course, you can go to well, guys, a few of you might know that I have a $1,300 course on LinkedIn. It's actually the same course, but I've launched it for India. So the same course, I actually sell it for like about $1,300 on for the international market. It's on my website. Anyways, guys, now I'm going to open up for questions. I'm going to answer all your questions right now. Yeah.
Brilliant. Great job, Vaibhav. So I'll ask you the questions. Is that fine with you, or would you like to see the questions yourself? Is that?
Yeah, I can just go through the questions. I can see the questions already.
Perfect. So the first question I saw was a salesperson. Somebody, people working in sales. We got around 33% of our folk who have joined are working in sales. Wondering can they transition their careers into marketing? There's one such guy, I forgot his name, Arpit, I think, who said, how do I transition from a sales into a marketing role? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think if you're in sales and you want to move to marketing, my friend, you're not in a bad place. You're not in a bad spot, actually, right? You're actually in a good spot because it's not going to be very difficult for you to transition. And the stepping stone, a few things that you could potentially do is, first things first, is there any, if you're already working in a company and if there is a marketing team, can you ask them that if there's a marketing project that you can contribute to? That's the easiest way to do. And that's how I navigated through multiple roles at Uber as well. I've done strategy, I've done sales, I've done performance, I've done digital marketing, I've done everything at Uber, right? And the way I did it is by picking up projects. That's the easiest route. But let's say you are in sales and there is no opportunity that you're getting right now to change or transition. What's the best thing that you could possibly do, right? In those cases, the best thing that you could probably do is try to start a side hustle or a side business in that matter. What are side businesses? It could be a drop shipping store, it could be starting up a blog, it could be, there are multiple ways that you can start something on the side and start something on the side and experimenting. That is one, right? The other thing that you could do is join internships, right? Can you intern, but for you to do an internship and you're already in sales, then you might have to leave your job as well. But do you want to, are you so serious that you really want to achieve it and you're okay to leave your job? So that is one other thing that I potentially say.
Brilliant, brilliant. I think, like, in the start also we saw around 11-12% of those who are sort of exploring digital marketing. And I'm seeing a few questions, what is digital marketing? For those who are wondering, what is it, this world about, have no prior knowledge. Can you just briefly touch upon what is digital marketing and what are its products?
Sure. I mean, for people who don't know what digital marketing is, it's very straightforward, simple. Facebook ads, Google ads, every ad that you see on a website is the result of digital marketing, because what the major components of digital marketing these days is Facebook ads, Google ads, and that's about it. And when I talk about Google ads, you talk about banner ads, you talk about YouTube ads, you talk about display, so on and on and on, right? So the easiest way to understand what digital marketing is digital marketing is something that you see every day through in form of ads.
Yeah, that's helpful. Another 30%, I think, at the start said, right, we want to transition our careers into digital marketing. And I think you touched upon briefly on those who are from the sales background. What about those who are from finance or IT, or, some who are also freshers, to be honest? What about the freshers? How do they sort of transition their careers into digital marketing?
Yeah, the answer is going to be the same. If you're a fresher, you still have a higher chances of you switching into your digital marketing thing. The reason is, man, if you're a fresher, one is that you can do an internship, right? It doesn't matter if you're getting paid, not getting paid. Get into something which will help you to understand the real game. The problem with the digital marketing is very specific. And the biggest problem with digital marketing is, unlike any other subject, you just learning digital marketing is very easy. Learning Facebook ads will take you 4 hours to learn. Learning Google ads will take you 10 hours to learn. You can learn it, but the real knowledge is an experience, and you can only get experience by execution. So either you get an internship, or if you're a fresher, if you're still in college, someone who's still in college, start a blog, start ranking, try to rank, learn SEO if you can, because that is something that is how I learned marketing as well. I learned marketing when I was in college. Start a drop shipping store, start an affiliate marketing business, right? There are a bunch of side hustles that you can start as a college student. Those things can lead you to the way that, to the places that you always want to go.
Yeah, great. I think, I'm going to ask this question both to you, Vaibhav, and Shrestha. Hope you can hear me as well. So maybe you can start off by answering it, Vaibhav. Is it important to upskill at all in this time? And, how do you upskill? Like you mentioned a few things like, SEO, studying. What more can people do to upskill?
I mean, if you're not upskilling, first of all, if you're not upskilling yourself, you're going to die. Right? There is no way that you can survive in this market without upskilling. A lot of people think AI and AI will probably kill your jobs. Trust me, the first thing that could potentially kill your job is yourself, by not upskilling yourself. Right? And what is the way of upskilling? We are in the world of internet. Whatever you want to learn is available, right? Just see what you're interested in. See, for example, let's say you are a digital marketer and you see Reddit ads as something that you've never tried. Start experimenting with it. Spend 50 rupees, spend $50, spend 2,000 rupees of your own money into ads and see what you could do with it, right? That's the easiest way to start upskilling yourself.
That's helpful. Shrestha, what do you, even from your point of view, I think with Shrestha as one of the program managers at Upgrad, I see a specific question from Anjali as well. Pursuing a career as a marketer with a focus on data science. Like, Upgrad also strongly believes in the aspect of upskilling. And, how does Upgrad help in with regards to this for those who are looking to, kickstart their careers into digital marketing? What is it that Upgrad does? Can you shed some light on that, Shrestha?
Yeah, sure. I'll just start with giving a brief preview of the student base we already have. We already have onboarded about 4,000 people for our program. And over the last 3 years, because we have industry experts like from Google and Amazon teaching our students, and we have like the key MICA professors teaching our students, our student base have been able to transition into key digital marketing roles across the industry. Now, as and when we keep developing our product, we understood one very key thing, and it is very well reflected in the forum that we have today in our audience as well, that not everyone trying to shift into a digital marketing role is already from a digital marketing background, right? A lot of us want a digital marketing role, but we currently are in some other business function, or we are already in a digital marketing role and we want to shift to a more senior or leadership position. Now, how do we take a program which fits our needs the best, right? And I feel like in the Indian or even international market, like the one player which plays a very key role, and that is why we are so loved by our audience, is because we have customized curriculum for different people coming from different background, right? So someone who has no knowledge about digital marketing or its tools or channels, what is SEO, SEM, it is very obvious to not know these things unless you're already trained in these domains. So we have a track called a executive track dedicated to making professionals start from scratch and learning tools from scratch, versus then we have the second track called the management track for people who already have some experience in branding, marketing, content writing, right? So that they already have some knowledge about marketing or digital marketing and have released campaigns on such channels, but now want to move into a more managerial role of optimizing campaigns, of actually understanding their performance and building long-term campaigns, right? And very similarly, we also, like, a large part of our learner base is from people who with 5+ years of work experience. Now they want to move into leadership position, and I see a lot of people here also in the webinar today, who are in leadership positions already and want to bring about a digital transformation in their own company, or are entrepreneurs, right, who want to drive their own personal brand through a channel like LinkedIn or Facebook, to gain leads or to just bring brand awareness. And for those kind of folks, we have also have our leadership track for digital marketing. So the fact that we are catering to different, all kinds of audience who are interested in digital marketing with one program in collaboration with Mica, I think is what is going to help a lot of people out there who are lost and don't understand which program is best fit for them. I would encourage them to get on a call with our team and just understand, how this program can help you. And, doesn't matter if the program is good. It has to help a person themselves for their outcomes. And it's key during this time, I think, to get the program which gives you a quick and immediate result.
Yeah, great. I'll come back to you. I think circle back to you, Shresh, in a bit. Just one question for you, Vaibhav. I see a lot of questions coming about growth hacking and marketing, and one, if you could differentiate that and, sort of shed some light on that. And number two is a couple of questions coming in. What's the future of marketing with automation? I think you touched upon this very lightly. Can you shed some light on both those things?
You want me to take this up?
Pardon?
You want me to take this up?
Yeah. Growth.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the biggest differences, right, of what marketing hacking is. So here's the thing. When we talk about marketing is a very wide scope thing, right? So the biggest difference is, as a marketer, right, your job could be to drive sessions. Your job could be to drive more people coming onto your website or to a store or whatever it is, right? Or build a brand, or there could be a lot of intangibles which doesn't lead to any metric, right? As a growth hacker always looks at one metric, which we call it as a North Star metric. What is a North Star metric? For example, let's say I work for Klook and I'm a growth hacker at Klook. My North Star metric would be purchases. That's the metric that I care about, right? And that's the only thing a growth hacker focuses on rather than anything else. For example, someone says, let's do a billboard. The only way if I would do a billboard is when I know that it will result in purchases, which is measurable, right? So that's the biggest difference. So you don't focus on multiple things. You focus on one metric, which is a North Star metric, which is one focus metric throughout. And a lot of times digital marketers, the way they think is using traditional ways. So you might say, okay, let's do Facebook ads, or let's say billboards, or let's do TVCs, or whatever that is. But what a growth hacker does is tries to figure out ways on how he can achieve his North Star metric with the lowest amount of resources possible. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say I want to increase the CTR of an ad, right? The way Growth Hacker thinks is there any extra characters or anything that I could add, which is not usual at all to drive that. So one of the experiment that I did was I was running an ad, and the creative of that ad was a pink slip. Nothing. It had no content, nothing. It just had pink slip. So the idea was, will it drive impressions? The impression shot. Did it drive CTRs? Yes, the copy was there. There was a call to action which was very clear, but the main image was just a pink slab, and it stood out. The reason why? That's how we think. That's how we think. But as a marketer, usually as a marketer, the way you think is, okay, let me put out ads. Let me put out ads. Let me put out 25 ads out there, targeting 25 different audiences, and that's about it. But the way we growth hackers think is slightly different. We experiment a lot, and we call it a growth experiment. It's a long topic. I can go on for hours. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Cool. I want to ask you another question. People out there, many of them haven't, started their careers in digital marketing. So one is for people who are, really experienced. Is it too late to get into this field? And number two is for anybody looking to start, experienced or not. Is it very hard?
It's actually one of those roles which has the lowest entry to barrier to entry. Sorry, the reason is digital marketing. 50% of digital marketing is a tool. What is a tool here? Facebook ads is a tool. Google ads is a tool. Programmatic sub network is a tool. They're all tools, so anybody can learn that, right? The other 50% comes with experience. So if you learn the tool and you think it is fun and it's exciting, you can be able to deliver results. So
Okay.
the entry to barrier is pretty low, but a lot of times, right, I speak with a lot of CXOs and they say, Web, I want to learn digital marketing. And the reason why they want to learn digital marketing is not because they want to execute, but more of to understand what their team is executing. So that's a different approach altogether. I'm not talking about that.
Got it. Brilliant. I'm going to ask one more question to you at the end. One more last question for Shrestha. Shrestha, can you hear me?
I lost you.
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one more question, Vaibhav. Just one last question for Shrestha. So I think, we have various, the program with digital marketing. We focus on careers. Upgrad focuses on careers. Can you just shed some light in terms of what exactly the process is like once a person picks up a program with Upgrad for digital marketing, and how that career aspect comes about, and how we help people in terms of finding their role or in next role for them?
Yeah, sure, Stefan. I think you're the best person to talk about it since you're very closely integrated with that team. But for the digital marketing program, especially, firstly, once you join the program, you have your own buddy or a mentor who is going to constantly review your profile and connect you with relevant industry expert who is going to bring about a career impact in your life straight up for every learner separately, right? So each batch with 300 different learners, we have a mentor for everyone. Now, as soon as you're in touch, constantly networking with industry experts, you start understanding what is being in real time being executed in the industry, and hence you also build your personal profile accordingly. Like Web have just demonstrated, we can use several such social media platforms like LinkedIn to build and grow and connect with other industry professionals with our personal brand. So the 6.5 to 8 to 11 months in the program that we spend is the time every learner takes to build their personal brand, right? With the projects that they do as proof of work, with the kind of tools that they learn and they pick up, and they can show these tools on LinkedIn. And just with the different network of the learners also they're studying with, the MICA alumni base, they can leverage these things to grow their network vastly in the 6 to 8 months that they're in the program. Post that, obviously, we have our careers team who's going to take up your case individually, every learner's case, and they help you in building your LinkedIn profile, your CV for just-in-time interviews. We have our hiring hackathons where we have multiple interviewers coming from different industries, hiring for digital marketing roles. We have that every quarter, every month now. And there are base camps and boot camps, all these things with increasing networking and the personal brand that you build. Also the entire body of work that you create with the projects that you do. We have had very, very high chances of transitions that we have seen in the past few cohorts. And yeah, I mean, even in times during COVID times, on LinkedIn, as you see, we have multiple people graduating from our MICA course who are transitioning into digital marketing roles with or without
Brilliant.
digital marketing background. So I think, yeah, our program is
Brilliant.
very transition oriented.
Okay, thanks a lot, Shrestha, for that. Yeah, if you're interested in exploring Upgrads program specifically on digital marketing, you can visit our website and look up the program we have on offer. Anyway, thanks so much, Vaibhav, for this session. I'm going to ask you one final question, and then you can give your closing comments, and we will end the session. So, what do you think, Vaibhav, is the future of digital marketing? Is it going to grow a lot? Is it going to go down? And how should people be, with what's ahead with this current situation as well? How should they be looking at, building their career or not in this sort of field?
I mean, digital marketing and marketing as a thing is just going to grow. There is no way of going down, because the reason why it is becoming more important is because the number of brands that are coming up right now. Back in the day, when you think of shampoo, there are 2 brands, right? When you think of anything, there's 1 or 2 brands. Now that every space that there are hundreds of players out there, the only way to differentiate has become marketing. And hence, marketing is just going to grow. In the same way, digital marketing is also going to be more important, because that's where most of the view sets are. Most of traditional marketing is moving. Traditional marketing budgets are moving into digital marketing, right? So that change is happening. It's prevalent, and it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Brilliant. Great.
Vaibhav.
Thank you so much, Vaibhav. Thank you so much, Esther, for joining us. It was really, really insightful, Vaibhav. I hope you enjoyed yourself as well with us. Looking forward to seeing everyone again in the future sessions. We'll be having another session next Tuesday, 7 to 8 p.m. You can block your calendars. Thank you so much, Vaibhav. Thank you, everyone, for joining in.
I really appreciate the time that you guys have taken to attend this. I hope this was helpful in some way or the other. And also, make sure you click a picture and put it on your Instagram, right? Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, wherever that is. Yeah. Make sure you share it on social media.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Vaibhav, again. Have a good night and stay safe. And we will see you next Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Thanks, Vaibhav. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.